What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Sk8. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. This is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, here with me always, we have one of the couch boys,
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing out there?
David Peralta. And now let's introduce our guest this week. We have Jonathan Shimizu in the studio.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming down, bro. I appreciate that. First question I ask everybody is, what city are you repping?
I'm repping San Diego. That's how I was
Diego?
born. Yeah, in the city of Encinitas. And then right now I moved to Fullerton for college, Cal State Fullerton.
Okay.
So I'm living near there in an apartment.
And how did you start skating and when?
Okay, so I started skating in, I would say around like first grade.
First grade?
Yeah, around first grade. I had an older brother, and his name's Brian, and he was always skating with his friends outside. I was always in the house just playing video games, and I was kind of just like a couch potato as a kid. I did some sports, but I just remember seeing my brother out there, and he was always skating with his friends.
Okay.
And they were always jumping up and down the curbs, grinding on the ledges and everything. And I always thought it was really cool. And around that time, around first or second grade, my brother was buying me cruiser boards.
Okay.
And he was buying me these like carvers.
Are they like banana shaped, like a penny board type of deal, or?
Yeah. One of them was a penny board, one of the yellow, the yellow skinny ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also bought me a carver, kind of a carver shape from K5.
Okay.
And I remember doing like finger flips on the stereo board.
Okay.
I was always messing around with that. But then around that time, I was playing a lot of video games. But whenever I got bored, I was like, I want to try that ollie. And my big brother Brian was always telling me you got it, keep trying outside. And I would say I took like a year and a half of just trying it, maybe 2 years
to get the ollie.
Yeah, and I couldn't get it because the timing with my back foot, and then the sliding up on my front foot. I never could get the timing, and I was always determined. Was so sad when I wasn't able to do it. I remember walking in the house just so bummed.
Did you try ever going off a curb or anything like that, or just stationary or rolling?
It was mostly barely rolling, and then trying to go up curbs, but I never could do it. But then one day I just landed a back 180.
A back 180.
Yeah, instead of an ollie.
Okay.
And it kind of formed easier for me, because when I turned, it just went up in the air automatically once doing back 180s.
Right, you kind of just whip it around.
Yeah, you just whip it around, and I was super hyped. I remember when I landed it, my brother took me to a school, and we just started street skating spots and working on video parts.
So he knew the streets. He skated streets when you were growing up?
Yeah, he knew the spots around our area, and he always showed me old skate videos of local people, and they always were just skating the spots right near my house. So he took me to those as a young kid, and I just tried my best at what we had in our city.
Oh, that's cool, man. Dude, shout out to that. And were you still on the little boards, or did you already upgrade to a new one?
During that time, I was on the 775 still, I think.
775?
Yeah, and I still ride that to this day.
Okay.
That's wild, man.
We'll
775.
We'll get to that. What was your first board that you got? Did you go to a skate shop or anything?
Okay, so my first board were those carvers, but my first real skateboard was a Baker board from the K5 board shop.
Okay. K5?
Yeah, K5 was a big company when I was younger in San Diego, and they always flowed kids and stuff. They stopped being around when I was probably 11 years old, but I remember my dad got that, and the board said baked on it.
Oh, did it say Baker?
It didn't say Baker. It was a Baker board, but it said baked.
Right.
And I didn't know what that meant as a kid.
Right.
You think your pops knew what it meant?
No, of course my dad knew, and then I remember walking in the house with that board. I was so hyped. I was like, Mom, looky, I got a new board. And Mom was like to my dad, why did you buy him that one?
Yeah.
I didn't know baked meant smoking. So I was like,
or cooking.
Yeah, or cooking. I was like, it could be a cooking reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, Baker was my first skateboard.
That's so cool, dude. 775, and your brother was taking you to the spots already as a kid.
Yeah.
So you got to learn early, man.
Yeah.
That's
cool. I
cool.
was lucky to learn like that or learn skating because a lot of my friends, they grew up going to the skate park and their parents dropped them off. But my brother Brian just always took me to street spots. I had this app called the Skate Spots app, and it was called Shred Spots.
Shred Spots?
And I used to always look up the spots and then show my brother, and I was like, yeah, let's go here. And he was always down to film, and he just taught me the ropes of how to like edit video parts, and we were just working on my own video parts, me and my brother. And that was like my main focus. And once I started working on these parts, like I like found like a deep love for skateboarding that I never felt with other sports or anything.
That's so cool that you, like, your brother kind of showed you like this is what skateboarding is, and then you took it to that level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I mean, that's good that you documented everything when you're young. Because as a kid, I would love to do that myself, but we didn't have the cell phones ready, to go.
Yeah.
So,
Like it's like so much easier. I had like the little iPod touches
yeah.
that me and my brother filmed with. Back in the day it was like tapes and stuff a lot, but we were just able to fit in our pocket, take it out at skate spots. So
That's so cool. Are you goofy or are you regular?
I'm regular.
Regular?
I wanted to ask real quick. You said you were more like street skater growing up in your friends or skate park.
Yeah.
Till this day, do you favor more the streets than going to a skate park, or like how do you feel about that?
Definitely. I love going to the skate park with friends and like practicing tricks.
Mm-hmm.
But street spots, I just have like a deep love for it because it's so fun and creative, just trying to find spots, making your own spots with wax. And skate parks are really fun too. Like I loved going to Pood Skate Park. That was my local park.
Okay.
Back in San Diego, Encinitas, and I love going there, just practicing tricks. But I think street skating has always been my favorite because there's so much like diversity of spots, and I mostly just practice at the skate park for like street spots and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you watch videos too growing up as well?
Yeah. I watched a lot of skate parts. Main one was Shane O'Neill, Nike SB Chronicles part.
Okay.
That Chronicle.
I should have watched that one.
Yeah. It's a really good part. The filming is just really on point, and Shane O'Neill's tricks, all his tricks are perfect. Like he's doing like tray flip, crook grind, nollie flip out, just like
I know.
flawless.
Sometimes it's a little much, but when you could do it as good as him, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like, a good, decent crook grind, nice long, good pop out, it's good.
Yeah.
But when you get all fancy with it, crazy, it gets a little much. But unless you're like Shane O'Neill, where he's perfection pretty much too.
It's just bolts all day long.
Yeah,
all day long.
Like I just watched this newest part he dropped. I was like, damn, dude, every trick, no matter how hard it is,
Yeah.
it's like effortless to him.
Yeah.
Flawless.
Shane goes too?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it was one of the last parts. I seen it too. It was pretty wild, man.
Man, I remember when Shane Goes 1 came out, it like broke the Thrasher website.
Okay.
You guys remember that?
I don't think I remember that.
Oh,
It was-
my gosh.
Yeah, it was the VX part.
Okay.
And then that was the one where he nollie back heeled Wallenberg.
Damn.
Oh, wow. We got to check that out.
I think at that time I had just kind of like, how like every skater kind of sometimes has a moment where they fall out of skateboarding.
Yeah.
I had just been going through that where I fell out of skateboarding. I didn't really have any skating friends, so like I kind of stopped paying attention to the whole skate community.
Okay, yeah.
But the love never leaves. Eventually, skateboarding always drags you back in.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. It's just natural. You just got to go back to it.
There's nothing to replace it.
Mhm.
Nothing
Yeah.
can replace the feelings and emotions skateboarding gives you.
I know. Yeah, and it's such a good release for stress and everything too. Like it's just a good focus, and you can put all your energy, all that stress into like learning new tricks and try making new goals for yourself on the board.
Yeah. I mean, it does help you, especially in life, too. You don't even know it, but it's teaching you lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Any other favorite videos that growing up?
I forgot to say this one earlier. There's this skater named Ipe Morita, and he used to grow up in my city, and then I skate with him in Fullerton sometimes.
Okay.
And I used to watch his parts growing up, and it's like he used to do vlogs and stuff. And then me and my brother used to watch that at my home. He lived in Encinitas too, so we used to watch his skate parts. I think when he was in high school. And then those were for sure like inspiring. And
Was he sponsored or anything, or he was just putting out his own stuff?
he was just putting out his own stuff in the area.
On YouTube, or where would you watch it?
Yeah, he put it out on YouTube.
Okay.
And those were sick, and those were always spots near my house. So and I don't think I really knew too many other people that were skating those similar spots near my house. So it was cool to see that.
In videos.
Yeah, in videos. And then when I went there, I was able to like try to cook something up.
That's
and stuff.
cool.
There was also the Get Radish video on Vimeo.
Okay.
And it was by Cameron Holland, and my older brother Brian showed me those videos, and it was just awesome to see.
Get radish. I like that word because I picture a radish, and then you could get a little radish on that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, you know? It's like a little bowl of pozole.
they're probably saying that, like, hey, let's get radish on the spot, like,
you know?
So yeah, I grew up watching that, and my older brother Brian really put me on to skateboarding. Like,
that's so rad that your older brother like kind of showed you the ropes and stuff like that.
Yeah, he really showed me the ropes. He's like a second father figure almost. Like, he pretty much is like a second father figure to me.
That's rad.
Just showed me skating, always taking me to street spots too. Like at a young age, Brian was just always just showing me the places to skate, and then editing parts and just putting music to it.
Did he take you along to film him at first or anything like that, or was it just, or did he want to film you?
It was at first. It was mostly just like, hey John, you should like hit this spot. Okay. And I was like, yeah, and he started filming me. But during that time, my brother was still skating too.
Yeah.
And he skates still like occasionally, but during this time it was like daily. Mm-hmm. So he was hitting them double flips a lot. He was hitting them heel flips. And I was filming him from time to time, just on my little phone, hitting spots with me.
That's so cool, man. That's cool that you guys had the app and everything. You guys could find spots.
Yeah.
I just brain farted the question. I totally had a question. Oh, here we go. Do you and your brother, like, when you guys hang out, do you guys still go, like, skating together every now and then? Or is he just more like, because he's getting older, he's laying back off of it?
Oh, definitely. We went skating last night.
Oh, what?
Okay.
Yeah, we went to my my high school in San Diego. It's called San Diego Academy.
Oh, wow.
And that school, like, shout out to that school, because they even had skate PE, where we could just go to PE and skate. And then they had skate demos on campus.
What?
And it was cool as hell, yeah. And so my brother, me and my brother were there last night, and I was skating like this little mani pad that I grew up skating.
That's dope.
And we're just trying to get clips for the video.
That's so cool. For the video that you're dropping soon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, someone's calling me.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's Ryan.
Okay, Ryan Sianz. Shout out to Ryan too, as a matter of fact. Yeah, because he's the one that, like, you know, he hit me up, and I know you wanted to be on the show, so shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out Ryan for...
he made the connection happen.
Yeah, shout out Ryan for making this, like, whole thing happen. And, the new video is called RobinHood 2. It's a skate video I've been working on with my friends, and we've been filming for it for a year now, and we decided to make a second one after we dropped the first one.
Okay. I did watch the first one, and the first one was a fun watch, man.
Oh, yeah. Dude, thanks for watching.
Dude, and did the song that you picked, it was like Truman Show?
Yeah, how'd you know that?
Yeah. Well, I told you I watched the part.
we were watching it, and then he's like, "This from the Truman Show." I was like, "Yeah, that's exactly from the Truman Show."
Yeah,
that's crazy. You picked up on that, because I actually haven't had another person talk about that song. I was during that time when I was editing my part. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah,
because I feel like we're all in it. Pretty much, especially being a skater, you're documenting everything.
Everything. It feels like, the cameras are on you and stuff like this. So, like, I was watching that movie, and that movie is just such like it's so trippy. Like, it makes you really think. And then I was just like editing my part. I was like, well, that song was pretty fire. When it was when Jim Carrey like starts figuring out everyone's watching.
Now is the rap in the original song, or is that different? Like
the rap is the first song was by an artist named Ade Hakim.
Yeah. Okay.
It's pretty underground, and then I had that song as my first song, and then the Truman Show song as the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was watching that, and it was fun. And then you skated a car too. Whose car were you skating?
Oh yeah, shout out Taki Kato.
Okay.
His name's Ian. He's a YouTuber too, and I actually met him at the barracks.
Oh, okay.
And we were skating there for an event, and I just started meeting up with him in LA filming, and he had the car right on top of the ditch, and I was just like, dude, like, what if we skated off the car?
Yeah, dude, that's cool, man. Shout out to that.
Yeah, he was like down with it too. He was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then he was going off it too. And then it was already dented in and everything. He was having people sign the hood of the
car?
car, just with all the names. And that was a fun clip. It was at Echo or Griffith.
Griffith Park, yeah. That's what it looked like.
Griffith Park.
Yeah, because I was watching it and I was like, oh shoot, that's Griffith.
Yeah.
Oh, have you guys been there?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had the Halloween Hill thing, didn't they? There.
Yeah, like 2 years ago we were there for the Hell Bomb.
Yeah. And or you can go.
It was at Griffith, yeah.
And Jeff DeChasseray was did the Hell Bomb. He was there, right?
Yeah, he double flipped off the kicker, and just like the whole crowd was just double flip. Everyone was just hyping him up, and the Durham brothers were there hyping him up too. I have so much respect for that dude.
Oh, Jeff?
Yeah, dude.
Shout out to him.
The things he does on a board, I'm just like, damn.
It's amazing.
Oh, I have so much respect for Jeff, and dude, I've been always loving his part since like a little kid. I used to watch his like Luis Mora part, and he filmed a part like he was doing like tricks on roofs and stuff. And I remember showing my brother, and I was like, dude, look at this guy that's sponsored by Grizzly. Back then he was sponsored by Grizzly.
Grizzly Grip.
And I showed my brother, and me and my brother were like, dude, like this is insane. Like watching like a skater like do these unique tricks and everything,
and taking impact too like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I met Jeff too at Westchester, and I played him in a game of skate.
Whoa, how'd that go?
I got him, I think, to SK or A, and then he got me to E. He beat me, but he has some good nollie tricks. Like he did a nollie inward heel I couldn't get. He did a switch wrap frontside flip, and then I'm trying to think of the tricks. I don't remember what tricks I got him on, but it was a fun game.
Yeah,
fun game for sure.
That's so rad, dude. Shout out to Jeff out there, man.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff.
Yeah, and that's cool too. Like if anybody wants to go check out that RobinHood video, we're gonna put the links in the description below for them to check out.
And then I was gonna say you even had that gnarly banger at the end on the clipper ledge.
Oh yeah, thanks.
That's what I was gonna bring up too as well, man. The clipper, dude.
Yeah, clipper. Like that was probably like one of like the happiest days of my life for real.
Okay.
And I love that memory. It was
how did that come about? Like, was it planned? Did you plan on going to clipper, or did you just like? Was it just because you're obviously in San Francisco?
Yeah, I was up in SF. So it was a couple months before I went to SF. I was it was like in a dream almost. Like I was like sleeping, and then like I woke up, and then like I think maybe in the dream I was skating like clipper or SF spot, and I like woke up and I was like, dude, like I want to hit that hubba, and I was like looking at like magazines and stuff of it, and just I watched every trick done by a skater on that spot because they post those. Have you guys seen the cracked montages? Okay, so yeah, they post the spot history of all the skaters hitting it, and I watched that whole video and I'm like, dude, I want to hit this hubba. So I like trained for a couple months, just like going to the skate park, hitting the hubba. I was talking to my brother Brian about it too. Like, still to this day, we always talk about like skate tricks and stuff. And like, if I have a skate trick in mind, I always tell like my brother first, like I'm thinking of this trick, and he like gives his opinion. But yeah, thinking about it for a couple months. And then I ended up meeting up with my homie Owen in SF, and we always like make music together and like skate. We were skating, and it was just random how that day started because like I remember that day when we were eating breakfast, I showed my friend Owen. It was a picture of the hubba, the clipper, and I was like, I want to hit this, and he was like, dude, you got this. Like we should figure out where it is, and we didn't really know where it was at.
Right.
And then do you guys know Soma?
Yeah, I know someone. The one under the bridge, right?
Yeah, the one under the bridge. We ended up going there, like skating, super fun. And I ended up meeting all the locals there. Shout out Eason, shout out Mizbah on Instagram, Oski.
They'll tell you how to get there, huh?
Yeah, they just like were like we skated the park first, and I was like, let's make like a little park edit. Yeah. And I had my Panasonic camera. So I was like filming them, making an edit. They're skating the 3 block. And then I started skating the hubba there on the 3 block in the skate park. And it's like a pretty decent sized hubba. And I feel like that was good practice for me to warm up. So we're skating that for a little bit, and I filmed them, and they were like, oh, let's get some pizza down the street. So we skated from the Soma to the pizza place, and then we're just eating like some meatball subs, some pepperoni pizza. Okay. And then we're talking about SF spots.
Did you put olives on that? No olives?
no olives. Right. Hey, not gonna lie though, I like Hawaiian pizza, and I know everyone be going like,
hey, nah, I'm with you on that. Hawaiian pizza is bomb.
Nope. No pineapple for me.
No pineapple?
I'm pineapple.
Nope.
Yeah, pineapple is. I love pineapple on pizza. So like,
Same
but
here.
I can see why people don't like it because it's like
It's weird. I like ham and pineapple, but I don't like it on a pizza.
You don't like it on pizza?
It's so weird. I could eat those things together, just not on pizza.
yeah, so weird. I just love that combination. I don't know, fruit with it. Just
Yeah.
makes it-
Oh, it just hits the spot.
It hits the spot. It like adds a little bit of like.
It's like that sweet and salty taste of the pepperoni or the
Yeah.
ham.
Yeah. And then it's
To
just
each
like
his own.
it's a good food
Yeah.
right before skate sesh, but
Yeah.
we were just eating on our Hawaiian pizzas and we started talking about SF spots and somehow Clipper got into the conversation, or I think I was like, I want to hit this hubba name or this hubba Clipper,
Yeah.
and then the kids were like, oh, you want to hit the hubba? Like they turned around and we're sitting at a table and they turned around to us and they're like, oh, like we know how to get there.
Oh, sick.
And they're like, we know the route and everything, and we had to take like 3 bus rides to be able to get to the
to the spot.
Yeah, so
It's a school, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's James Middle School.
Okay.
I don't know why I remember that, but
Oh, I mean, it's got a legendary spot.
it's a legendary spot. That's true.
You know.
So the sun was setting, and we're like, we got to get there before the sun sets.
Mm-hmm.
And so we took like 3 bus routes, like skating like fast to the next one so we don't miss it.
Mm-hmm.
And we were basically just flowing, just run to the next bus. And we were worried in the bus ride there on the final one that the wood wasn't going to be there.
Like for the rolling.
Yeah, for the rolling.
Okay.
Because a lot of people say it's hard to skate without that. And I still wanted to try to just drop down, but my friend Oski was like, nah, like it's pretty hard, like not enough roll up. Once we got there, we saw the rolling and we're like, it's go time.
Damn. So someone already left it there or something, or did you have to prep it up yourself?
Yeah, skater already left it perfectly. And it was like one of those like
That's dope.
classroom tables.
Yeah.
And it was wild because right when we jumped the fence, I like threw my board over, and all the homies dropped over this big fence. And then when I jumped over, my board was just gone.
Okay.
It like disappeared?
It just like disappeared. And we're like, and in my head, I'm like, yo, like it's not meant to be. Like,
Yeah, that's what I would take it as. Like,
Yeah.
why is this thing hiding from me?
yeah, we were around nothing either. And then I was looking for it for like 10 minutes. I was like, dude, how can this happen? And one of the homies was like, dude, you could just use my board. And I was like, dude, like I'm gonna die if I use your board. So I just kept looking, and then somehow it like awkwardly went, when I threw it over the fence, it awkwardly went down this like bank type of ditch thing, and then behind this bench.
Okay.
So we weren't able to see it.
It was scared, huh?
Yeah, it was scared of Clipper. And I was like, damn, like I was just like, I can't, like I gotta like check out the hubba.
Right.
Got the board really quick, ran up there, and dude, that thing was looking like a mountain.
Okay.
Like it was like so tall, and I was just like, but I was in the mindset of like, I gotta do it because the homies literally put their whole day, like dedicated their whole day for us to get to the spot, and it was a lot of work.
Yeah. 3
So
buses, man. Sheesh.
yeah, 3 buses, and they were even down to buy some wood for the spot that day.
Damn. That's dedication.
Yeah, dedication. And at that moment I was just like, dude, it's like go time. Like I gotta go for it. I remember the first try I like overshot the hubba. I like ollied and like way too high. I like ollied like too much, and then like I landed in the middle of the hubba. And I kind of like slipped out. But it ended up taking like I think like 10 tries.
10 tries.
To be able to get it. But on the second try, I was able to land it, or second or third, I was able to land it, but then my truck wasn't like locked in all the way. And it was like the Jamie Thomas, like My War, if you guys seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it was like, it's just like the truck is barely off it.
Right. And he's a perfectionist. He's got to do it again.
It's like it's not fully locked, but
Right.
so it's like in your head, you're like, in your own head, being who you are, you're like, I can't count it because I know inside I didn't lock in.
Yeah, it was like, like in the inside I was.
It wasn't a 50-50, it was just a 50.
It was just
You
a
know?
50-50. Yeah, it was just a 50.
Oh, it's just a 50 only. You only got 1 truck on there.
Yeah, it was like, it was barely off. And I was thinking of that moment of Jamie Thomas doing it. And I was just like, dude, there's no way I can take that. So I kept trying a little bit. I kept locking in and landing on the board and just slipping back out. And then on like the 10th try, I was able to just ollie and just lock in both trucks. And it like, that ledge is kind of like curved, if you see in videos. So like even the trucks, when I locked in, it's like the trucks kind of like moved around in the 50. But it's because of the hubba. And but when I rode away, like
It was a hype.
that was one of the best feelings ever felt in my life.
I bet, man.
For
A
sure.
legendary spot too. I think we have that here. We wanted to see if we can pull it up. This will be the first time we're gonna try to pull something up on the show here.
That's fire that you guys can
Let's
pull
see.
it up.
Okay, this is you. There's a roll in. All right. And bam. All right.
Yeah, and then that was from the second try actually, where like I didn't lock in, but I added just both the clips together.
Okay, a little secretness from that. Yeah.
And those are all the SF homies that I was talking about. Shout out them. Shout out to homie Owen and Oski on the camera.
That's sick. Those dudes are all hype too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, we were just like,
We got
Just-
the butterfly.
we were just chilling. We were just chilling in the area and stuff. One of the best days of my life. Like I was literally like, it felt like I was in heaven, like straight bliss. And then when on the way back to my homie Owen's house, we're on the bus, and I started almost throwing up because of the bus.
Yeah.
I get motion sickness,
Oh, do you?
so it went from like the best feeling ever to like being like, yo, I'm gonna get sick right now. Like,
Oh man. I
But-
would have thought it was just from the hype. Like I can't believe this. You know?
dude,
Yeah.
I wish it was from the hype. Yeah, it was from like the car. Like the bus driver was going wild around those SF corners.
He was
so.
hype for you, buddy.
Yeah, imagine.
He's all, the homies went on. Hey, dude, this fool just did the banging trick.
Yeah.
Imagine he's like free ride because he did Clipper or something.
Ooh.
Dang, that'd be cool, man.
But yeah, fun day.
All right. All right. Let's put a pin in this. All right. Let's jump right back into it. I want to get back into RobinHood part 2 coming up, right?
Yeah, RobinHood too.
All right. That's coming out when? Is there a deadline yet?
I'm thinking to be safe, probably the end of January or beginning of February.
Okay.
And we already finished filming the whole thing. We've been working on it for like a year, and yeah, I just need to grind on editing, grind on some parts, but I already finished editing some parts, and yeah, we got all the Cal State Fullerton homies in it.
Okay. I was going to say, who's in the video? Who do you got?
Yeah, so we got the homie Kyla, Luis, me, Ryan, clips of Marcus, Brian, Kaz, and then Aaron.
Your brother?
Oh no! Oh,
Oh,
my
okay.
brother Brian got a French trick for it though.
Sick.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In the French section, I was hyped on that, and yeah, basically all them, and then also just like homies that are going to be in it, and I also have a part of my friends Zane and Brant has a scooter part in it.
Okay. All right. Shout out to that, man. Sharing the love.
Dude, I remember you were showing me the promo.
Oh yeah,
I was like, sick. There's a scooter, dude.
yeah, he did like the wall ride,
Yeah.
tail whip off.
Is that promo out right now? Did you post it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's the trailer for it. So
Is it on your Instagram as well, or is it on YouTube?
it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah,
What's that on? What's the channel called?
it's Flyway
Fly Away.
on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I found your channel by Jonathan Shimizu Skateboarding.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then you
yeah.
pop up. So
Yeah, I saw you guys comment.
yeah. Oh
Where
yeah.
the Locals Sk8. I was like, thanks for showing love.
For sure. We also subscribe to your channel as well because that's what we do. We support skaters.
Yeah, you support
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Skaters supporting skaters out there. Hello. Like 90% of our viewings not subscribed.
I know, hit that sub button.
Hello. But yeah, man, that's so cool. Did you get your ender already for the?
Yeah, I already got my ender, but it's not like close to like the last
not a
part.
clipper
the
ender?
clipper. Yeah, I was trying to. I went to the LA Triple Set. If you guys know that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we're just talking about Jeremy Ray, and Jeremy
Oh, yeah.
Ray had the first ollie, fakey ollie.
Shout out to the Ray Bros. Yeah.
Shout out Ray Bro shirt.
That's the one he was talking about the nollie on too, right?
Yeah, he was talking about the nollie. I tried that, and I ended up like breaking my wrist.
Oh damn.
Breaking my hip. I ended up sticking it, but I wasn't able to get it. And
Are you gonna put the slab in the video or?
yeah, I'm
Oh,
putting
okay.
some of the slams in the front section. But the reason, like, one thing that really affected the spot, and I never really realized this at any other spot, was that there was no grip of my shoes anymore when I was trying it. And that was like a big mistake by me, because when you skate the LA Triple Set, the ground pushing up to it is so slick.
It's like marble, right?
It's marble, and my foot every time I was pushing, I was slipping with the foot, and I was wondering when I was trying to why don't I have enough speed to ollie it, because I was clipping it, and then I like realized it.
You had no tread underneath your shoe.
No tread, so
Wow.
that like literally resulted in me like breaking my wrist. I think like just not having enough speed made me clip, and then so I realized like how important like gear is, like having like good enough gear for the spot. And I was talking to my brother Brian about that. I was like, bro, like look at my shoes. And like I was trying to push, and he was just like, dude, like that's the reason why he broke your wrist. And I was just like,
right.
And I just like fully like regretted that for a little bit. I was just like, I wish I came with new shoes, but
You had to get it cast up and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, wrist brace and then cast.
Wow.
And then it was just I was trying to get that for my ender, couldn't get it, and I was able to get something else for my ender, and I'm still hyped on it.
That's cool.
I'm still hyped on it.
That's cool.
Yeah. My curiosity wants to be like, what is it? But I'm like, damn, I gotta wait till the video.
Wait till the video.
Till the video drops. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And when you're putting your video together, now do you put all the clips together like as you get them, do you mix them around later?
Yeah. That's a really good question. Yeah, for the video, I always like the earliest clips that we get for the video, or for the rough draft, it's always like earliest clips to the last clips, and I start putting them like that. But then when I start like editing the rough draft a lot, then that's when I switch it around, right. And then I move the clips around and try to make them complete for a part. But my friend Kyla was actually talking about that. She was like, "Yeah, do you just leave like the oldest clips beginning, later clips late?" And I'm like, no, I like in the beginning I have it like that, but then I like editing it all together. And
yeah, because some pieces of your video may go with parts of the song or whatnot, you know.
Yeah.
There may be a dramatic part, and then you might need some good skating in that little section of that beat or whatnot.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So yeah, that all ties in, man. You want to give the viewer a feeling.
Yeah.
You know, and you showed us the little promo that you did, and same thing, man. It gives you a feeling.
Yeah, thanks.
And it makes you want more because you're giving the tease, like, oh man, is he gonna land that trick or is that the slam? You know.
Yeah. I always like to think about it like it's almost like a plot structure.
Yeah.
You guys know like movies like rising action, climax.
Oh yeah.
And then lowering action, and then like I kind of like to look at it like that because like I've realized over the years that like a lot of skate parts are like stories almost, except. Yeah, basically, like, they have climaxes in it, like, the most intense trick, and then the ender, but it's almost like a story in a way, and I think about it like that, like, parts, like, the skate parts, like, it kind of is in that structure.
That's a good way to look at it, because, like, there are videos out there that don't seem to have any, type of structure, or like, what is this, you know?
Yeah.
And then, but you have a way of doing it where it kind of fits, you know?
Yeah, it's fun doing it like that, too.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, like, I feel like it makes the viewer more like, this is like a story almost. Like,
right.
It gets more interactive with the video and like more hooked on it compared to someone who's just like, here's a bird, now a skate trick, here's a bell.
Yeah.
Like, no, you know, like there's no, it's just random shots instead of actually putting things behind it.
Yeah. That's why I always I like the like structure of like skate videos where it goes like first part and like second part, and then it usually goes friend sections in between it, and then it could be like usually like the last part, and then it has the most clips and stuff. First part introduces the whole video, so it's kind of fun being able to put like with all the parts together.
Right.
Fun little thing.
Now, do you already know who's gonna get the first and last part on this video?
I'm still working on that.
You're still working on that?
In the editing.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that usually comes out like once you finish editing the whole video.
Yeah.
And you see how everyone's part comes out.
Right.
And then it also like builds in them, like while you're watching it and editing
so
it.
So you're editing each person separately, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll figure out where they go.
Yeah, individually. Yeah. And then I always like ask like the skaters about the music. I always ask them like, oh, can you send like 4 songs or 5 songs you want for the part? And then I like listen to it, try editing with the songs, and then like get back to them and be like, oh, this song works.
This one worked, yeah.
And then because I know like how important music is for skaters.
Yeah.
Like, when I was growing up, like that was like the main thing. Like I was talking about it to you earlier.
Yeah.
It was about like that. Like when I started filming video parts in like 4th grade with my brother, my brother was taking me out like every day during that point, just street spots and make these video parts. And then I was talking to you earlier about the Burger King. I was in Burger King drive-thru.
Yeah.
And
that's right. Yeah.
I was trying to think of like a part song, and then I heard this song go on with my dad in the Burger King drive-thru, and it was like a band like Foster the People, and I was like, oh, this is the song that I need to use for my part in like 4th and 5th grade. But that like meant so much to me to be able to like really pick a song out that I found.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you edited your part to it the way you wanted to, and your brother made the part the way he envisioned it.
Yeah. So during that time, I edited on like a Windows like video editor.
Okay.
And he did too, but he made like my part in his own way.
Right.
In his own edited way with his like own song, which was like a Youth Lagoon song, and then I had my part, and I gotta say, like, he had the video transitions in and everything, and then mine was kind of just like put together because that was my first edit, but it was cool to be able to see like both of the parts, and then my brother Brown was basically just showing me like the way how to edit and like how to put it all together with a song. So it was cool that he was showing me that, and like how many of these days of skate filming like paid off. Right,
that's true too. Like, I mean, we put in so many hours and hours and hours to get like maybe 3 minutes of footage, you know? Like,
yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, some of us like me, I get like 12, but you know, a lot of us only 3.
Yeah, damn.
Well, I mean, a lot of it's throwaway. A lot of it.
I'm like, how many songs? We're going in at 12?
4-part song.
Just Freebird.
Freebird?
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, dude. Well, that's so rad that. And then you watch videos too growing up, so you kind of understand the way, you know. You may see a Baker video and you go, oh, this is cool how they do it. Then you see how like Zero's kind of the same, where they're all thrasher. Yeah. And then you see maybe like if you're growing up like one of my favorite rides, and like dude those, and then it just gets like clear and like pretty, looks like a movie.
Definitely.
You know, so there's different ways you can shoot a skate video, and there's not really a wrong way to do it.
Have you guys seen Supreme Cherry? Okay, that's like, in my eyes, that's like classic for me.
The team Supreme Cherry, and then the car's called Cherry.
William Strubbeck's video Cherry. Like, I watched that. My brother put me on to that. I think I watched clips from it before I even skated, like when I was in like 3rd grade or something. And then when I got older, I like watched that part so much, or that video so much, and had like Dylan Reeder, Kel Smith, Aiden Mackey, Sean Pablo, all those skaters. And this video was all in black and white, and all in LA, all in New York. That video really like was a big like inspiration for me. And like me and my brother Brian were watching that every day. At one point we're watching that.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's how you kind of take bits and pieces from the way you watch those videos and add it to your creation?
Yeah, I try to, for sure. Like all the videos, or like most of the videos I watched growing up, I like
kind of influence you in how to make your video.
Yeah, I saw like little things that like I got inspiration from, and back to the Shane O'Neill Nike SB Chronicles. Like that really was like the framework of me looking at video parts, and I used to watch that part like every time I went to sleep. Like I used to just watch that for like a year straight. So like that's what really like caught my eye with skate videos. Just the B-roll, the skating, the editing.
And then Shane O'Neill's a well-rounded skater, where he's got the manis, the ledges, the gaps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
And that showed me like as when I was young in like 5th grade, I was like trying to like get more manuals. If I didn't have enough ledge tricks, get more ledge tricks or gaps. So like just trying to not replicate their skating, because their skating's like crazy, but like replicating like what they're focusing to put the clips in.
Yeah, because you know what drew you in to watch that video over and over and over, and you want to kind of do the same to get someone to watch your part like that. At least you want to feel that way. That's so cool.
Big part of my childhood was that video.
That's rad.
What's crazy too about filming like skate parts, it's like you don't even realize too like the people you're influencing with your skating. Like all these dudes watching, like some people are even afraid to come up and tell you like, oh, you inspire me, or like your video did this. And it's just, they come out, sick. But deep down, you don't even know. Like, sometimes you hype these dudes up.
Yeah, like, just like how, like the little older generation for me did.
Yeah.
Like, just got me hyped. Just do it. So I feel like it's like a cycle, kind of.
Yeah. And it's like, they were the older generation, or the dudes we looked up to. And, I mean, we probably still look up to those dudes. But now we're in their position. There's a younger kid that's looking at us like that. And we're just like, damn, like like I said, the cycle just continues over and over and over.
And that's for everyone, like, and they're like their cities that they skate with.
Yeah.
They always know like the older skaters, and then just like going to the same spots as them. and everything through the video.
For sure.
Well, it's like how you said you guys had the Radish dudes.
Yeah.
Down here we had these dudes. They had a team called Mute Team.
Oh, okay.
And then we used to like they were like the dudes. They were the first local dudes to actually pull out a full full length video.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw it on YouTube, I was like, damn,
Yeah,
that's how I want to skate.
Yeah.
Any plans on premiering it anywhere?
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing it at a movie theater, and if my homies are down to like chip in for it,
Cha-ching.
yeah, cha-ching. I know it's a lot of money, but
Yeah.
if not, we might premiere it. So me and my homies run the CSUF skate club
Mm-hmm.
at my college. So and we did the premiere last time. I just got a projector, and we just got a couple homies to help us set it up. We got a lot of people like bring snacks and stuff, and we watched it
That's cool.
with the skate club. So maybe that if the movie theater idea doesn't work out.
Right. Yeah. And
Dude.
there's, like I said, there's Whittier Cinemas. I think they're open to rent out their theaters.
Okay.
I think it's like a G to do that for like 2 hours.
Yeah, gee.
So and then what you could do too is you can make like merch for the video, like stickers, shirts, and stuff, and sell them to use that to fund for the paying of the
Costs
theater.
money to make the merch.
That
too,
would
though.
be sick, yeah.
But yeah,
But then I think the merch will be a little cheaper to make than the.
right. Then getting
That would be cool.
Then you
Yeah.
just flip it, and then that money goes towards the movie theater.
And like sell DVDs. I've always thought that was cool. And like,
So you know what the homie did? He did
Yeah.
thumb drives.
oh, we did thumb
Yeah.
drives.
So he put all the video. He put the video on before they put it on YouTube.
Mhm.
He put it on a thumb drive, and then at the show he was selling the thumb drives for $10.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So yeah, he had like a big old bowl full of thumb drives. If you
That's
want a
sick.
thumb drive with the video on it, it's $10.
It's a good idea.
Yeah,
That is a good
and I, when I saw that, I was like, "That's smart." Because he didn't release the video for like another 2 months.
Damn.
So I was like, if you want to, in those 2 months you're trying to watch it, at least you can just plug it in your computer.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's super cool.
That's pretty rad, man. Shout out to that. Yeah, and like I said, like we'll try to help out as much as we can. We'll post it on the Instagram, and and
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, that's so cool. And hopefully, like you said, if you premiere it somewhere, maybe we could come out and check it out with you guys.
Yeah, I'd be hyped if y'all were able to.
You know,
I'm definitely down. I like going to like homie premieres.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And when your video drops too.
Oh hey, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah, I definitely want to be there.
Crazy. All right, let's get into. Do you have a local skate shop?
Yeah. Shout out McGill's Skate Shop in Encinitas.
Encinitas?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you drive out there to go to the skate shop?
And then shout out my other skate shop, Program.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
in Fullerton.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever I'm in San Diego area, I go to McGill's.
You always stop in if you're in the area?
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
stop by, and then over here, Program like the music. It's
Yeah.
a music shop / skate.
My homie's band plays there sometimes. The band's name's Down Goes Goodman.
Oh yeah, Down Goes Good.
Because I know Program they'll do like after hour shows right there, so it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, they always do shows and everything. It's it's cool. But I always so I ride like a 775,
Okay.
and then yeah, it's that board over there.
Yeah, 775. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask you what your board setup is.
Yeah, so yeah, it's always hard to find 775s at skate shops. So I always have to call hey, do you guys have this size? A lot of them they don't have it for weeks, so I have to wait or go to another.
What if they say, would it matter what brand it is, or you just go, is 775 is good enough?
Sometimes it matters.
Okay.
Yeah. My last 775 was the Ray Bros. Shout out the Ray Bros.
Okay,
It was
shout
literally one of those Ray Bros 775s that they make.
It's a good board.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, there's some people that won't skate certain brands, maybe, or I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't, not to talk negative on any brands, but so and then what if I said, what if a 775 came in real and you don't skate real?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I'm just shocked they even make 775 still.
I know. No, dude, they're rare. Because everything popular right now is the big boards.
Yeah.
It's the 85, 875, and the 54 wheels.
what board are you riding right now?
So right now I have a 775 board from a Terrace Skate Shop.
It's their shop deck.
Yeah, it's the shop
Okay.
deck, and then wheels are the Spitfires.
Spitfire.
And then I'm not sure how big those wheels are now, but they used to be 52s.
Yeah, they look a little small now.
Yeah.
Probably 50s now.
50, 49s, yeah.
Smaller the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And my brother, I was actually, my brother Brian was just saying this too. He was like, I wonder if smaller wheels, it's easier to manual. Because if you think about it, there's more space if you have small wheels to not scrape the
know.
tail.
Yeah.
And I think that we were just talking about that yesterday. And I think that might be true because if you really think about it, there's so much more area if you have a small wheelbase, and then to like scrape and stuff.
You also get a better center of balance because you're lower to the ground.
Yeah,
Because that's why I ride low trucks.
Oh god.
But yeah, because I remember Real brought out this board that's like a lower center of gravity.
Yeah.
And then me understanding cars, I clicked in my head where I was like, well, they lower cars because it has better balance and stability.
Mm-hmm.
So what if I get my board lower to the ground?
Yeah, no, definitely. And then it just feels better, more comfortable. Huh?
Yeah, I'm way more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what trucks do you ride?
I ride Indies.
Indies? Okay.
Yeah. And then variants.
So what size are your Indies? Because I know Indies usually makes like 8s. Are like they wider than your board or like?
Yeah.
Or
They're fit to the 775,
Okay.
but to 8, they're fit to 8 too.
Okay.
So a little bit over.
Okay.
board.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask because I'm like, because I don't see Indies that are that low of a hanger distance. And I'm like, so your trucks must be like, whoop, sticking out?
Yeah, just barely sticking out because it's an 8 size. And I kind of like it like that because then it's on ledges and stuff. It's like bigger than my board. But in high school, I used to ride 8.5.
Okay.
And then I felt like during that time, it was like I almost got like peer pressure to like just rise up. Like because people were like, yo, like get a bigger board.
Doing, bro? Yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, that board's too small. Like go up higher. So during that time I did that and I felt like I had less board control when
you had the big boards.
Yeah, when I had big boards, flat ground was like harder and ollie flips were like harder to flick.
Because it's like it doesn't flip as easier as a skinnier board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, skinnier board just goes right around and
more control.
Yeah, more control, and it was just to my preference. So I went back to 775 when I went to college for my freshman year, and I was like, oh, I love this size. Like I should have never went.
Should have never went up.
I should have never went up, and I probably will be riding 775 till like the rest of my life, unless if I like change. But like I love that size, and my homies still are like, yo, like your board's so small wheels, like dude, you gotta raise that. I'm like, nah, dude. I told them like I might have to go to a 7.5.
Wow.
Damn.
But like I thought, well, that's just like joking around.
We're gonna have Dave Punchinsky Jr. keep flipping El Toro.
I tried to hit El Toro.
He's like, I'm on a mini logo.
Damn.
You know. But like I was trying to get one of those Skate Mafia boards to mess around with.
Yeah.
They're all sold out. Yeah, the micro
ones.
Those are fun. I tried those out at a skate shop, and it was just like trying to flip out hard flips and stuff. Like it just flipped perfectly. Like
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I remember years ago that someone brought out a video. Like it wasn't. I don't know what video it was, but it was like a credits. It looked like it was a credit sections, but it was Chris Cole skating a mini board like that inside a shop. But he was just murdering this box, like hard flip back tails, hard flip back 50s. I'm like, damn.
It was insane, huh?
Yeah, dude, I was just like, fuck. And he was even doing nose grinds on it. And what I'm talking about, like, the board was like almost handboard status.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. And did you know he started, he was pushing Mongo too.
Yeah.
When he first started skateboarding. You saw that documentary?
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, when I first started skating, I started pushing Mongo.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
For years.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How good is your switch?
It's good. Because I push
Mongo.
Yeah. But it's like a funny story. Because like I was pushing Mongo for like, let's say like from 4th grade to, from 4th grade to the end of 4th grade. And then around 5th grade time, my brother was like,
you gotta change.
Yo, you gotta change. he was like, that does not look good. Like that is like, he was calling it this one name.
We don't want
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, you guys probably already know like what I'm hinting at. He was just like, yeah, like, dude, that does not look good. Like pushing Mongo, you cannot be pushing Mongo. And I was like, okay, like, I was like, damn, I gotta switch, you know. So I was behind my local Target, skating, and I was just trying so hard to just push. And I'm regular, so I'm having my right foot on the ground. And then because like I wasn't used to pushing with my right foot, my foot got caught in the wheel, and I flew completely forward and broke my finger. And like it was like really messed up. Had to get a brace. And then I always tell friends like, yeah, I broke my finger trying to learn how to not push Mongo.
Right. That's a crazy one, dude.
Dude, literally.
That's crazy. Get hurt trying to push right, you know?
Yeah, I got hurt trying to push right, and then I would joke with my brother like, dude, you peer pressured me to break my finger. But even though it was for the better, because like, there's no way I could have been pushing Mongo. Like once I hit middle school, I was just like pushing regular.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing wrong with pushing Mongo. It's just like,
well, you would look at it on video and you tell me that like I said before, I was pushing like that for years, and like I didn't care when people told me back in the day. I'm like, what are you tell me something else, you know? And then like it got to a point where like, you know, you start watching yourself skate and you're like, okay, that doesn't look
You're
good.
like,
And then,
you know
and
what?
I was telling you a story. I was at like a little event, and I started skating, and the guy's like, "We got a Mongo in the house," and I was just like, the rest of the day I just skated switch, so it looked like I was goofy foot and not regular. But yeah, it was embarrassing.
And all the eyes were on you in that moment. You're like, oh.
It felt like it, but no one cared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna just film a whole Mongo part.
But switch Mongo is okay. That's what's interesting about skateboarding.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we love it. It's cool. Yeah.
There's tiny things like that like it's
Yeah.
like it's respectable to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends. Yeah. But there are some old school guys that they go, oh yeah, he still skates out, and we allow it. And I'm like, okay, he's okay to do it.
He's okay.
Yeah.
It turns into one of those things where, because he does it cool, he's okay,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no one else should do that.
Yeah.
Unless you do it cool like I did, but yeah.
Yeah.
What's like
But,
another thing that's like forbidden? Like it's like Mongo pushing and barrel flips back in the day used to be really on.
Pressure flips.
Pressure flips.
Yeah, that's crazy. The pressure flips are so fun to do.
Anything step off, like anything like
No comply.
no complies. Yeah, that was like.
Or even Primos and Liberties.
Slappies too were like a no back in the day.
Slappies, that's wild because slappies are literally just like popping right now.
You had a ollie and you're supposed to click your tail and everything. But I didn't listen to that part either.
And dude, I love bonelesses, but I know how bonelesses like look like in like how people view them.
Mm.
But like I kind of like the look, but
Bonelesses are sick.
bonelesses are sick. But-
Like anything can look good if you make it look good.
If you make it look good.
Yeah.
But I can see how people say, like, because I've talked to people about it, and they're like, yeah, it's like kind of like more of a little kid trick. But they're kind of spitting facts, because, like, back when I was a kid, like, if you saw my, like, parts from in 5th grade, 6th grade, so many bonelesses. Like, I remember what my ender for my, like, 6th grade part was bonelessing an 8 stair.
Sick.
But but it was, like, one of those, like, big kid bonelesses. But I still do bonelesses to this day. Like, I love that trick.
But you gotta think, if you really think about it, boneless is actually a hard trick, especially down the stair set.
Yeah,
Because you're taking a foot off, then you gotta bring it back
Yeah.
in,
Oh yeah.
and take impact. You're just like, it's a lot.
It's,
It
yeah.
can be.
And you have to
For
make it look
sure.
stylish if you really want to make it look good. Because you know how if you do a boneless, you tweak it a little bit?
Yeah.
I feel like the tweak is really essential. 'Cause-
If you can put the tweak in there, yeah, that's for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love that look. Especially like if you, even on a, like someone's flying out of something and you tweak that skateboard like that and come back, oh man, it's
Well, I mean, bonuses are accepted in vert skating.
right.
Yeah, definitely.
So why not accept
It's a
it?
lot harder.
Accept it onto street skating.
No, everything's accepted now, but we're talking back in the day.
I wish I could skate vert, dude. Seeing
You
them
know.
fly in the air and stuff, like literally, I think it was last summer was the first time I ever dropped it on a vert ramp.
Oh no, like an actual vert ramp.
Yeah, it was a vert ramp at my YMCA, and
Damn.
I think it's smaller than the other ones, but it was still straight down. Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
and like it was crazy to see because there was like a mom and her daughter, and her daughter was literally doing like 360s on it, and then the daughter was like, "You got it," and she was like probably like 7 years old, telling me like, "You got it." And I was like, dude, I just gotta go for it. If there's a 7-year-old like being like, you got it, so I just dropped in, and it was actually mad scary.
That won't make me do it. I don't care.
So your
It could
story,
be a girl. It could be I don't care. I'm not. If I know I can't do it, I'm not doing it.
your story reminds me of when I got taught how to drop in. I'm over here 10 years old, and I got this little 5-year-old kid. You can do it, look.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, screw you. It's easy for you.
Did you slip back or did you make it?
No, I made it. It was when
Okay.
that was the day I finally learned how to drop in.
Okay.
But it was scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right. What shoes do you rock when you skate?
Vans for life.
Vans?
Yeah, I used to since high school, just Vans Kyle Walkers.
Kyle Walkers?
Yeah, I was always skating those, but now I just get the Vans old schools.
Okay. You ever try the half caps?
No, I never tried the half cabs, but a lot of my friends like it.
Yeah. I mean, I like the way they look,
Mhm.
but skating Vans, I can't do it. They're that's another one. I was on the mini ramp and my foot just slipped off the grip, and I was like, it could have been the grip, it could have been me, but I was just like, let's play it safe and not wear these shoes anymore on the ramp.
Was that on the 50-50?
No, that wasn't that one. That's just regular skateboarding, like just trying to do like your rock to fakies or something.
Yeah,
I was
rock
like,
You know what they say? It's not the equipment, it's the skater.
no. That time, and then I put on my other shoes, right? My
Yeah.
S's that I like to skate, and I didn't have any problems. So I was like, all right. Now, it could be in my head. It could have just been a freak accident, but I'm not going to take that risk.
That's like a funny quote because we were just talking about the triple set. How I said my shoe,
Yeah.
the gear. So that's funny. It's like it's
Nah,
connected to all
But
this
I
stuff.
can I will agree. Sometimes shoes do take a big part. Like me, like since I came from the Etnies, the ones with the Michelin tire
Uh-huh.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
When I go back to regular shoes, I'm like, they're not grippy enough. They're not grippy enough.
Yeah.
I start tripping on shoes because I'm like, they're not good enough. They don't top the Michelins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely, yeah.
All right. Well, there's somebody at the door. I think they're just dropping off a package.
Dropping a package.
Yeah.
Amazon package.
Yeah.
Amazon. So, yeah, dude. So, shout out to Vans and the ones that you like and you like to rock, man. Let's get into if you can travel anywhere to skate.
Oh, I definitely go to either France or Japan.
France or Japan?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I would just want to go there. And also China. Because China has got all those like little mini hubbas.
Yeah.
And some of these hubbas are kinked too. They're like kinked hubbas. Like they go down like...
Oh, yeah. No, I've seen some cool ass like spots and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, and then you guys know the Plan B True video?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that video, like, China was popping off during that time. And at that age, I think I was in like sixth grade, I was watching that video and I was like, dude, these spots are insane. Like, all of them, Torre Padua, are just hitting the kinked hubbas in China and they just look so low, so clean. So ever since a kid, I always wanted to go to China for that reason.
Is that the Plan B video too with Chris Cole in it?
No, Chris Cole wasn't, but Chris Jocelyn.
There we go. I know Chris Jocelyn had that nuts part.
Debut part.
Yeah, that thing was nuts.
I think he lives around here too. Not too far.
He's not too far from here. He's always like in Anaheim area.
Anaheim, yeah. I see him. Yeah, I seen clips at Brea. That was his debut party. Tray flipped UC Davis.
Yeah.
Insane.
Dude. Insane, dude. Shout out to
I don't know how you could do that, but not a Toro.
I know.
I mean, he just had his truck broke on the land, so I mean.
The impact on UC Davis is gnarlier than El Toro.
It just depends how that day he landed.
And the UC Davis looks so long too. Oh. He did that with a torn ACL. Like he literally the doctor told him I think a week before he said.
Damn.
It's gnarly.
That's crazy.
He's my inspiration. And after 2 knee surgeries, I should be tray flipping UC Davis.
Now you got to tray flip a 10.
All right.
Don't tempt me with the good.
in your local video. In your video.
China, France, and you said what's the other one?
Japan.
Japan. Yeah, Japan has a lot of cool spots. I know a lot of security. They say it's crazy over there, but I've seen just a lot of cool just perfect flat bar spots, and I still want to hit that flat bar you were talking about.
Oh, the IKEA.
Yeah, the IKEA flat bar. You were showing me.
Dude, I'll give you the pin for that one.
Yeah, like those spots. Literally, it seems like a lot of those spots are like that in Japan. So, and then France, I just always thought was cool.
Yeah, get just a tray flip in front of the Eiffel Tower or something.
I remember back in the day they used to have this thing called skate maps.
Skate maps.
And then they would tour different cities in Europe. So one day it'd be like, oh, we're gonna go to France, and they meet up with a France local, and they go talk history about spots, show them spots. I think it was skate maps, or if not, it was called something else.
Yeah, that's cool. And they were the skate tour guides, right?
Not skate tour guides. It'd be actual pro skaters just out in France.
Oh, out in France. Okay.
So I don't know if you remember Fuel TV.
Fuel TV.
Fuel TV.
Yeah, Fuel TV. That's where Woodward show was on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it used to come out on Fuel TV when Fuel TV first barely came out, and it was called Skate. Oh, it was Skate Maps with Harold Hunter.
Harold Hunter
from New York. He passed away.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah, but he used to do skate maps, and they would go all across Europe, just skating spots and stuff.
That's cool, and they were just getting paid by the network just to do that.
Yeah, just to do that.
That's a dream right there. Literally one of my dreams is just to skate in different countries and just go and do spots and get paid. If you can get paid,
oh, that'd be even better.
Yeah, I just want to go to new places and just travel a lot, just with homies and stuff, and just be able to experience the different spots.
Right.
Would just be cool. It's a cool aspect of skateboarding.
Of course, man. I mean, and then the best part is you meet other local skaters, and then they'll show you around like what happened to you over there in SF.
Yeah.
They'll take you to all their local spots. They'll take you to all the best places to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll treat you like family because we're skaters.
Oh, definitely. And it also breaks we were talking about it earlier. It breaks the language barrier.
Yeah.
Right.
Skateboarding.
You don't even have to speak the same language, but you do with your feet, you know?
Yeah.
It breaks a lot of barriers, more than just language, you know, because think of it, you go into different neighborhoods where you would never go into.
Yeah.
You meet homies from different areas, Camera died. Let's
get the new. All right, we had a little camera battery die, but that's all good. We got it charged up, and you got to skate the mini ramp a little bit while we're waiting.
Yeah, I was sessioning it, a little sweaty, but we all good.
Yeah, you have a good time on that thing.
Yeah, dude, that thing's fun.
A little kickflip, fakie, rock to fakie.
Yeah,
nice.
Rock and roll.
Dope. Oh yeah, rock and roll too.
You got to watch me slam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
we
gonna be
saw a couple
sore.
snaps.
Sore tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump right back into it. We were talking about how the skateboard breaks a bunch of language barriers. What are some of the hobbies off the board?
For sure, music.
Music?
Yeah, I got into music in the recent years, and for the past 3 years. And shout out my homie Owen. It was when I went to college. He started teaching me how to make like beats and stuff, and then I just got into like making like kind of like abstract hip hop music. And I've been doing that for a little while. I like sampling a lot, so I usually just use GarageBand, just make music. And I was into street photography for a little bit. When I was like injured from skateboarding.
Yeah.
I had like my leg was injured for a little while, so I really got into street photography, and that was a fun hobby too.
Okay. Black and white or color?
Just color.
Color.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to that. All right. Anything else besides those things?
I'll wipe off my glass really quick.
Yeah, you're probably getting all fogged up. Huh?
It's getting sweaty on the mini ramp over there.
Yeah, it's all good.
And then what was the question?
Any other hobbies off the board?
Just making. I like making art a lot, like drawing.
Okay.
I'm really into drawing.
I know you do like a lot of like your Instagram.
Yeah.
What did you call it how you title it?
Oh, Instagram Reels?
Yeah, but what you said you do a lot of
like asking questions.
Yeah, a lot of prompts.
Prompts, that's what you call it.
Yeah, I'm into a lot of prompts. So like I started doing like Instagram prompts. I would say in the past year.
Okay.
And I just like asking questions. Like I have a little notebook that I come up with prompts and stuff. And like some of it can be like, what's your biggest handrail? What's your biggest stair? And I just come up with questions, and then I like to post that on Instagram. It's pretty fun.
All right. And you said you got some feedback from some pros, right?
Yeah. So, some pros have commented throughout the year, and I've been hyped on it. Andy Anderson commented recently.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Andy Anderson. I met him at Venice too, like a week before that.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I replied to his comment like, "Yo, I met you at Venice the other day." But yeah, it always hypes me up when just people like are talking, and like it just gets people talking and like answering questions. So
That's cool.
So do they like post answers on your comments, or do you do one of those things like how people post on their story where it's like a poll and it sends it to your DM or something like that?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a prompt post. Yeah, it's considered that, and then they just kind of comment under the post.
Okay.
And like answer the question, or it just like sparks up a debate.
That's true, huh? Yeah.
So it kind of almost turns into like a Discord thread where people are just conversating with each other, like on like topics and everything.
Yeah, it's like a Discord server basically, and people just talk.
Is this a hospital flip or what's a dolphin flip or something?
Or a nightmare flip.
It's like nightmare flip.
Yeah, I try to post for the past year. Recently I haven't been able to, but for the past year I post 7 reels a day.
Oh wow.
And I always just like was sticking to that for the past year, but my phone's been broken for the past like 4 weeks, so like I haven't been able to post.
Okay.
So I need to get that fixed ASAP.
Yeah, that's weird that you're not able to post.
No, because I broke the screen on the bottom part of it, and it's like that whole area I can't click. So it's
it's
I
like
see what
the
you're saying.
add new reel and stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff is underneath like where the phone is, and it broke in that part of the phone, so I can't click. So I need to get a new phone to start posting again.
Okay. All right. Now that makes sense to me. I was like, your video in your session outside right now. So I was like, how is it broken?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you can't click. You can't click.
Can't click the
Yeah.
options and stuff.
Yeah. Too bad you can't like organize it where you could put everything where you want it. Say you could move like add stories here.
I tried that. How you flip your phone. I tried to flip my phone. It just wasn't. It doesn't do it. So gonna have to wait.
I think we got like a couple more decades before technology gets there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, dude. That's cool, man. And you said you wanted to talk about maybe an injury you had too?
Yeah, so back in like high school, I was like skating every day at that point. And after school, I went to the skate park, and it was basically like the same routine: go to school, and then from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, go skate. And then my brother picked me up during that time. And then during that time, my like main goal in life was just to be a pro skater. Like that's all I ever dreamed of since the fourth grade. And I was like, no, I'm not going to college. I'm not doing anything else. I'm only focusing on this one dream. And then I was like filming for parts during that time, and I started getting flowed by a company called Doubles.
Doubles, okay.
Yeah, and it was like a local San Diego brand. They just flowed me a couple boards. But then right when I started getting flowed during that time, The company's not around anymore, by the way. But right when I started getting floated and stuff, like I messed up my knee really bad, and it's because I didn't stretch enough, and I was skating a bunch of handrails and gaps, but my muscle in the back like tightened up, and it kind of like got shock absorbed from impact on this one trick, and it just like fully just shocked it, and like my muscle there was a muscle tear, and I couldn't walk for like it was for like a couple of years. It was like I could walk, but I had it like my knee went out of place every time I tried walking, so I was limping for a while. But then my mom was like, yo, like I was on the couch during that time just watching skate videos, like pretty bummed out on like just like life. I was like, damn. Like,
did you go to the hospital or anything for it?
Yeah, I went to the hospital. They just said my muscle behind like really tightened to the point where my knee can't like stay there. And
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You had to do like physical therapy?
Yeah, I did physical therapy for like a year and a half, and then I tried to. My mom told me just to walk every day to get stronger, so I had to walk every day because for a while I thought it would just heal by itself, you know, just like not being on it.
Right. Nah, you have to use it.
That wasn't the case at all. Yeah, I had to use it, so I used it for like for a year straight, doing more exercises, rehab, stretching, and now I stretch every session I have. But look, like before then, I was like, yo, I want to go pro, and then I got injured, and then that's when I was like, oh. I like
shattered your dreams.
It shattered those dreams, but at the same time, I'm happy now that I got injured because it was like I experienced so much in college, met so many cool people. So it's like I would have
off the board.
Yeah, and I realized I was missing out on like a lot of life during that time because I was just going to skate park and that's all I did. But then I realized like my life was like unbalanced because it was just only skate, and like that's what I care about the most.
That makes sense, man, because a lot of us, sometimes it could be too much, you know, like we don't, you know, like anything, too much on anything could be bad. Yeah. You know, no matter how good it is for you. Yeah. But like you said, you're missing out on, I mean, you could be meeting girls in school, you could be doing this and that, you know.
No, for real, like I was just so obsessed with it that like nothing else I really
That's crazy.
cared about as much. So I just cared about skating, but then now it's like, it's more leveled out. But at the same time, like skateboarding still, like I feel like I'm obsessed with it. Like,
well, you're still young, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you now?
22 years old. 22?
Okay, yeah, still got. I'm 45, so I'm still on the board, bro.
Yeah.
So you can still do it.
You're still getting the mini ramp tricks out there.
Well, try.
I'll just say don't let knee injuries take you out because I've had surgery on both knees. Yeah. I tore my meniscus on both of them, and you know I still go out and skate. I still jump down big things. Well, when I can and I'm feeling it, and it shouldn't hold you back. It's all about mental and physical strength.
Yeah, and just working your way back up, even if it's a day at a time.
Yes, sir. You just got to put in the work to get back to where you were at.
Definitely. Yeah, you had to put if two meniscuses is like a lot of like months.
Yeah, dude.
They happen at different times, though, right?
Yeah, my right knee happened when I was 17, and then I think I got my left knee done when I was like 25, 26.
Oh, man, 26, yeah.
Yeah, so... I mean, it doesn't stop me. I still go out and skate as hard as I do.
Yeah. I'm glad you got back to it.
Oh, just like you, man.
Yeah.
I can't. It's an addiction, you know? Like, I tried other things, but I always come back to skateboarding at the end of it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you get adrenaline. You feel good from tricks.
Yeah. I was blessed to be, like, kind of brought back into skating because I wasn't doing much while I wasn't skating. And my homie's like, I think you need to get back on the skateboard. I'm like, whatever, you know? And then I got on the board and man, it changed my life big time.
Definitely. And then you guys are doing the talk show now. It's sick how it's like a full circle moment.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're so happy we get to do stuff like this to promote guys like you, man. Like, because the 9 Club, they promote all the pros, and we want to give some light to the local skaters. So
yeah, I really support what y'all are doing.
Like, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, this is so sick.
All right. Anything else that we want to bring up?
Just RobinHood 2 coming out.
I know that.
Just editing.
You have any? Do you have anybody that you would like to see on the show?
Come on. Oh, my homie Kyla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like she would be interested in being on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would love to get more female skaters on the show. It'd be awesome.
Be awesome.
She's a shredder. Has a part RobinHood too. She skates stairs too.
Okay.
Sick.
All right. That's wild, man. I love it, dude. I love the fact that you guys are just doing your own thing because I feel like that's what skaters do. You know, we tend to like you said, you picked up the camera, you filming, you're doing this and that, and it all stemmed from watching videos. Your brother put you on game,
Yeah.
And then it just carried on like that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's so awesome, dude. I love it.
Yeah, I'm super glad that I had an older brother that put me on, cause like, and then we had like a really close relationship through skateboarding,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a big part of me growing up. So
Especially with the age gap too, and that allowed you guys to actually bond together over something.
definitely, it's like 12 years the age
Yeah.
gap. So it was just like skating was just like perfect.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you said you played a little bit of sports,
Yeah.
and you may get that camaraderie. I guess that's a word that I'm trying to find. But with playing those sports, but I don't think it's really the same, because a lot of times, I don't know if it's just, it's a team sport. Maybe you grow up and maybe this guy goes to another team and then you guys separate.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe there are lifelong friends. But I feel like skateboarding, you kind of meet more people that are, even if you don't talk anymore, you still are, like, if you see them, you're like, oh, dude, what's up, dude?
Oh, definitely.
It's got that same vibe.
Yeah, sports. It was like it's a similar feeling of rewardment, but at the same time, I used to be playing baseball and like pitching, and then like all the eyes were on me.
Right.
So it was just
all the pressure,
and it just the anxiety building up. But skateboarding was like way different. It's like you can skate when you want to, self-discipline, and you put in how much practice you want to put in.
Mm-hmm.
And then sports, I like resent going to practices and stuff because I wasn't really feeling it.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, man.
And then what's cool too, like how you're saying, sometimes in those sports people move and you lose contact. What's cool about skateboarding is people will move, and now it's like sick. Now I get to go travel over there to go skate with the homie in his area, and now you make home. And then it's crazy because you stay friends no matter how far you move. Because now we just look at it as now I got an excuse to go travel and skate with my homie over there.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's
it's
cool.
awesome.
You don't have to find a basketball court or baseball diamond. You can just skate anywhere.
I know, that's the cool thing about street spots. It's like it's everywhere you look. And then many of my friends in high school used to call it the radar vision, the skate radar vision. It's when
Skater?
Yeah, skater. When you get someone to skate, and then every time you look down the street, you just see something like the skate, like spot.
I mean, that's hard for me to drive. I'm always my head's like on a swivel, just boom, boom, boom. Oh, there's a spot. That could be a spot.
Me and my friend Ryan always be driving like back to like he's like following me in the car. And we always like, yo, look out the window. Yeah. And I see him, and we're all, our faces are literally looking at it, and we're missing like the green light that's like turning green because we're like, that spot is the same. That's happened always with Ryan.
Someone's honking behind you. Let's go.
There's a skate spot. There's a bump to bar right there.
Yeah. At that point, might as well have walkie-talkies in the car. CB radio. Hey, check out the spot to the right.
I'm pulling over. I think I see something.
Spot on Sunset Boulevard. Just like.
Yeah. That's so cool, dude. And that's Ryan Sianz?
Yeah, shout out Ryan Sianz for making this happen. And whenever I skate with Ryan, just really creative guy. He's like an artist. Like when we're skating, like our ideas are just bouncing off one another.
That's
and
so rad.
yeah, he just has his own vision of skate spots. Like we went to a ditch the other day, and he was just like brooming up the spot for like an hour straight right before skating it, and it just shows dedication. So shout out Ryan.
Dude, that's so rad. Yeah, and like I said earlier, I mean, he contacted us because I know you wanted to be part of the show. So I was like, yeah, for sure. And he was supposed to sit in for Listo today, but unfortunately he didn't make it.
Yeah, sadly.
So, but shout out to Ryan out there, man, doing his thing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it. And I like how he asks his people, those questions, street setup and all that.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, no, I was just grabbing this off the table.
You switched the cameras?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So that's why I was wondering what you had something to say?
Oh, no.
You're just like one thing.
Yeah, but...
street interviews.
Street interviews,
Ryan's
yeah,
really
yeah.
into street interviews.
Yeah, so that's cool, man. And dude, both of you guys, man, I can't wait to see that video when it comes out, man. And like I said, we're going to support it as much as we can. And we're glad to help you promote it, dude.
Man, I appreciate it so much. It's an honor being here.
Yeah.
And I love talking about skating with you guys because you guys are so passionate about it. So,
yeah, man.
It's an
Yeah.
honor.
Do you have any questions, Peralta?
I did, but I brain farted right
Did
now.
you brain fart again? All right, while you think of that, let's give them. Let's try the crazy question.
Crazy question on the ball.
Let's see. Maybe we get a.
If you could get a pro guest board, what team?
How did you get the same?
I gotta say it. Baker once again.
Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you said it was with what design? That the one dish you like?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, my first board that I ever got was a baked design, and my mom.
No. You said you want your bank graphic would be with that.
Oh yeah, my Baker graphic. Yeah, if I was able to get a Baker graphic, it would be the sukiyaki.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that Japanese dish I was talking to you guys about.
Oh
I
man.
actually need to look that up.
Yes, we gotta find that place in LA.
Oh, you guys will get hungry.
What was that place called again?
Matsui.
Matsui.
Yeah,
And then, yeah.
that way you say it on the show because I'll watch the show back so I can get it down.
Right? I know I'm gonna forget. I'm like, oh, he said it on the show.
Yeah.
Look it up.
In Torrance, just
In
go to
Torrance?
one of those Japanese restaurants in Torrance. They're all good.
All right, man. I can't wait, dude. So Baker, shout out to Baker Guest Board if you guys are interested in making them on deck. Nah.
Hit me up right now with that sukiyaki board.
It'd be so cool if like teams actually would do that. I know they do it for some filmers and stuff like that, but imagine like, oh, we got this fan that's been with us on day one, and he's been skating our board since he was 4 years old. Like, let's get him a little guest board. I mean, it'd be dope.
Hey.
But you know,
Yeah, asking the boss straight up, Andrew Reynolds.
I mean, it could happen with us because I feel like we manifested Ben Allen, the America commercial.
oh, he got on that American commercial.
He came on and we asked him what his dream shoe would be.
Yep.
And he said it'd be to ride for America. And then a few months later, he's doing a commercial with them in Pawn Shop.
What?
And I was like, damn.
I mean,
wild.
if you put it in the atmosphere, who knows what happened, you know?
Yeah,
So I think words are power like that, man. You just gotta say them out loud.
definitely.
You know?
Definitely manifesting.
Yep.
So I remember now.
Okay.
What inspired you to want to get into filming?
Oh yeah, what inspired me was right when I went to college, I had this like little camcorder, the Sony one, and then I was at a point like I was like kind of still hurt from skateboarding, so I was taking it easy. I was like skating with homies that I just met on campus in between class. And I was like, yo, this filming's pretty fun. Started cooking up little edits for my YouTube page, just with friends, putting some music behind it, editing and everything, and there I was really into it. Like every other day, I was trying to drop a new YouTube edit, and yeah, I just really fell in love with filming.
Sick.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's change the battery once again, real quick. All right. Now, and is there anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Just shout out my family.
Okay.
Shout out my brother Brian. All my skate homies, Cal State Fullerton, San Diego Pood Skate Park.
Shout out to them, man, and shout out to everything you do. And what's your Instagram?
At Flyaway with Love.
At Flyaway with Love, and your YouTube?
Flyaway.
Flyaway. All right. And like I said, like earlier, I was saying that I looked up your name, Jonathan Shimizu Skateboarding, so that made it a lot easier for me to find you. If people are having trouble with the Flyaway, you know, because sometimes words like that could bring up hundreds of things.
They do have trouble because I always tell them to look up Flyaway and then Dawn because one of my videos was called Dawn.
Okay.
And that's when it gets brought up. But when they type in Flyaway, they can't find anything.
Exactly. Yeah. So everybody just be on the lookout for that. Plus, all the links will be in the description.
Yeah.
Also, when I looked up your video for the Clipper Ledge, I just put RobinHood skateboard video.
Yeah.
And
it came up?
that was the second video on there.
Okay, hell yeah.
That's cool, man. All right. Shout outs, Peralta?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to everyone watching, supporting us. You know, thank you for letting us keep doing this and you watching us and letting us come into your living room, your phone, wherever you watch us from.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to come on the show, hit me up, hit Lisa up, hit Richard up, or if you know a guest that's been on, hit him up and we'll make something happen. And then shout out to the Off to Lunch Squad. Let's get this video going.
Shout out, man.
Definitely.
Again, I got to thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
Dude, I really appreciate it. Thank you to Ryan for connecting us together, getting this happening.
Yeah.
And thank you for, dude, all the little things that have gone on today, man. It's been crazy. It's been a wild day, but we got it done.
Yeah, we got it done. It's all
We
good.
got it done, man. I appreciate that. And thank everybody for tuning in today. Thank you for watching, subscribing, liking the channel. Really helps when you click those buttons. It helps us out with the algorithm. If you or somebody that wants to be on the show, hit us up on Instagram, or like Peralta said, you can hit us up in person. And yeah, till next time on the OG Skate Show. Peace out.
Peace out.